I guess I just went live. I hit live and then I just jumped on over to fucking YouTube to pull up the weigh-ins and I completely forgot that I went live. Um I Yeah, I just got home, so I'm gonna just run through the weigh-ins from the beginning and catch up. So I'll turn down the volume here. So yeah, I'm just gonna catch up with the weigh-ins and then I'll hop on over to the chat, see what everybody's saying. All right, let's see. First up on the scale, Mr. Dustin Poirier, looking in good shape. He makes 156. I wouldn't be surprised if Connor makes 155 and then calls him out for not. Let's see. Middleweight Dricus Duplessis, second on the scale. That guy looks like he has negative body fat. 185 for 185 and a half. Right there. Who's this? We got Akhmedov coming up now. I don't think he's ever actually had any issues making weight in the past. One 85 and a half for him. Nico Price coming up. Fucking super excited to be there, it looks like. Such a weirdo, though. Once again, shout out to one of my guys, Colin Dorito Price. He's so weirdly built. And he makes 169 and a half. What do we got next? Zalgaz Sumagulov. 125 and a half. Looks good. And Kunitskaya coming right up. One 34 and a half. She looks good. Oh, here comes the sacrificial lamb. Chris Moutinho stepping on the scale. Shouldn't have any issues making weight. One 35. I can't wait to see those guys square off. Like I think it's going to look like O'Malley's like two weight classes above him. Just got eyes stepping on the scale, giving us those stalker eyes. 125 and a half. Looks like she had a great cut. Max Griffin coming right up. Looks like he's jacked up. Looks to be in great shape. Again, another guy that's never really had any issues in terms of making weight. And he's running a watch. 171 and a half. 170.5. If the guy over there was trying to fuck with him. Here comes the talk of the week. Hu Song finally fighting at the weight class that he probably should have been fighting at this whole time. And like he looks obviously much leaner. Holy fuck. Wow, he has a very weird body at this weight. 185, I think he has to make. 185 and a half. Jeez, like his body looks like it's folding. That does not physically speaking, like his emotions and all, he seems all good, but man, his body looks so weird. Here comes the Sugar Show. No, well, he has like cotton candy hair, it looks like, but actually, it looks like it's matching his tattoo now that I'm thinking about it. 135 and a half. Got the shades on. Start your tinfoil hat. I'll get to the chat as soon as I catch up with the live weigh-ins here, guys. Go ahead, drop any questions or comments you guys have. $145 for Ryan Hall. Lanky ass motherfucker as always. Who do we got here? Trevin Giles. See, these go a lot quicker now that they don't really have any COVID-19 protocols or anything crazy. These guys aren't wearing masks, which is great. They don't have to go around the fucking screen anymore. They can just pass by each other now. Trevin Giles looks all right. Happy to get the weight cut over with, it looks like. And Steps Dos Anjos as the possible alternate that it's going to happen, but I don't mind it. Solid alternate. 156. Burns coming right up. 'Burns looks in good shape. Can't complain. Veteran Brad Tavares stepping on the scale. $184.5. Looks in good shape again. All right. Are we going to start to get a lull? Where is Mr. McGregor? Oh, there he is. $156 for Connor. There he goes. Looks in good shape. All the camera crews just fucking surrounding him. All right. Looks like we got another. Oh, here comes Mr. Wonderboy. 170.5 for Wonder Boy. Again, looks in good shape. Jennifer Maya up next. $125.5. Seems like they're really running through these. Renee Aldana slugging her way to the scale. Ooh, she might be heavy. She's heavy. Not looking good for Aldana. 139.5. Doesn't look like she had a good weight cut. 139.5. Yuck. And her face looks really like that's weird. I don't think Aldana's actually missed weight in the past. Not a good look. All right. Somebody who shouldn't miss weight, Mr. Tai Tuivasa, hopping on the scale. Yeah, there's no way that Aldana was going to cut another 3.5 pounds in what, an hour and a half? That's too much. She botched it. $263, Mr. Tuivasa. Big boned Tai Tuivasa. Looks like we got a low. Mark Ratner sitting there chilling on his phone. I am super close to catching up, guys. Super, super close. Almost caught up. Oh, here comes Ilya Topuria. One of the brighter prospects that the UFC has to offer, has a really stiff test ahead of him with Ryan Hall, who's already weighed in. Excited about what he brings to the table. Breathing a little heavy. 145.5. Seems like it was a tough cut, but like he's happy and confident that he's finally gotten it over with. I don't think it's to the point that it'll actually affect his performance tomorrow. All right. I am caught up to the live, and it looks like they actually got somebody coming to the scale now. Amadovsky heading to the scale now. $186. A little thicker than I remember, but he looks very relieved to have made the weight. All right, now let's see what the chat is saying. Shout out to everybody in the chat already. 35 of y'all. If you haven't hit that like or subscribe yet, please do so. All right, Kilos in loud and clear. What's going on, brother? Ben, let's go lock. What a cast for tonight's show. You the man. Everyone has looked good. Everyone has made weight so far. I will talk about tonight's Ultimate Weighing Cast if you guys haven't already heard about it. Mario saying Connor's back. Patty Flynn saying hopefully no weight miss. Fuckery ruining anyone's spots this evening. Aldana Not looking good on the scale. That's 2 fights in a row now that I'm thinking about it. Yana Kunitskaya fought Ketlin Vera last time around, who missed weight by a decent margin. Same with Aldana here, so maybe we get a repeat. Morgan Kinsey asks in who you got in the main event. I'm taking Poirier, but no bet. I'll probably just take the fight doesn't go to decision and parlay that shit. Lucas Vaughn, what do you think of taking Dustin by sub? I think he could wrestle Conor a lot more this fight. I agree. I think they're decent enough odds to take a little bit of a shot. Chris Nelson, would you bet on Yana? Yes, I would, especially after seeing Kuninskaya the way that especially with seeing how well Donna looked on the scale just now. Andrew Marchenko, Connor looked much skinnier than the previous fight. Probably the plan is to drop some muscles mass to improve cardio. Probably. I'm not going to read too much into that. RJ Grant, who we waiting for lock? Oh, we still have a handful of guys to go, if I'm not mistaken. Greg Hardy, Carlos Condit, Michelle Pereira, Jerome Rivera. Yeah, we got 4 guys left. 4 peeps left. Greg Hardy normally hits a 265 limit. Condit pretty much has always made weight. Michel Pereira, we obviously know he had that big miss against Tristan Connolly. So, it's usually not the best weight cut for him to get down to 170 pounds. And then Jerome Rivera, yeah, jumping up and down a couple weight classes every now and then over his last 3 fights. So we'll see how these guys look once they actually step on the scale. Harman Sarai, both fights officially. Yep, I am super happy that happens. Hopefully, no fuckery happens between now and when the fight actually takes place. But yeah, you got to feel for Rafael Dos Anjos who's just sitting on the sidelines, right? Like, how long do I wait? Michael Chandler talked about this when he was the alternate for Khabib and Gaethje. He goes pretty much up until the fight. Like, once the fight started, then I had a beer or some shit like that. William Hagmeister, what's up, Locke? Guys are back. Oh, fucking yeah. John West, hey, Locke, appreciate the content as always. Is O'Malley inside the distance into Poirier parlayed at minus 118 free money? Also, I haven't seen Dustin at previous wins. Does he usually look this skeleton-esque? I don't think he looked horrible. I don't think that the weight cuts are getting easier, the older that you get. Yeah, I don't know. I can't recall his past wins, but he's never really had issues in terms of having it affect his performance. And in terms of that parlay, again, nothing's free money in this game, but I like what I see there. I like those 2 spots. PayPal DFS saying, have you talked about the Guru situation? Yeah, it's a bummer. That's my guy, right? Obviously, I used to do the odds show with him, and we would DM every now and then. I'll say this: I don't believe he has 40 plus troll accounts like they're saying he does. But the one thing that kind of did rub me the wrong way, I'll say this honestly, is the fact that he admitted to having a couple burners. Right? He said he was a couple of guys, and like they showed on a couple of the videos that like he would comment to himself, and that's weird. I get what he's trying to do with like kind of gaming the algorithm and stuff, and just trying to get more traction on his channel. I kind of get it, but it's kind of weird. It's not a good look. Do I hate the guy? Do I despise the guy? No, I'm not. I'm not taking it to that extent. The guy fucked up. He got caught. That's it. So I think it'll eventually pass, and once it passes, things will kind of just go back to normal. The guy's 15,000 subscribers, right? It's just going to eventually pass. PayPal MMA Weekly is ahead of the stream you're on. Yeah, I was just catching up on the stream. I started late, and I just want to start from the beginning and just fast forward through all the bullshit. Adam Kayak might have looked like a beast. Not so sure about Tavares, but now he always looks like shredded. Always looks shredded. Oh wow, Donna missed by 3.5. Yep. 3.5 pounds over is not a good look. Yeah. Just me or scale messed up. Way too many half pounds. I just think that the fucking guy that's doing the scale, he's not like accurately, like he could maybe go another half pound or something like that. But yeah, it's weird. Frank Jourdain, the possible alternate scared me because that would suck if they had to replace Connor Dustin. I think I'd lose my shit. Given the circumstances, RDA is not a bad last minute replacement. So I would love to see Connor versus RDA and see that matchup that never initially came to be, which actually sparked the whole Nate Diaz resurgence thing, right? Um, yeah, one day I'd love to see RDA versus Connor um, just for seeing what we possibly missed out on, even though it's several years later. John just put my house on Yana. I'm sure the line is fucking skyrocketing the other way. Let's see what the line movement's looking like on that. Nope. Still roughly plus 100. Kunitskaya minus 120. Aldana. Andrew Marchenko, man, Ilya finna have a massive size advantage. Is he? I didn't realize it was. It seems like it'll be pronounced. He's 5'7", 69-inch reach compared to Hall, who is 5'10", 71-inch reach. So yeah, he'll be shorter, but in terms of big wise, I don't think it'll be that bad. Liam Picks Fights is in the chat. What's going on, brother? Cheers to you as well. Definitely a big card ahead of us. William Hagmeister, Amen Preet. Yanni will be on tonight. He said there is zero value in minus 300, minus 400 fighters, straight or in parlay. Would love to hear what he has to say about your big hit with heavy favorites. Sure. The one thing is, I'm not going to have too much time to dilly-dally tonight in terms of just talking about random shit. I don't want to waste too much of these guys' times on a Friday night. So yeah, I'll mainly just talk about fights. If the opportunity comes up to ask him about that, I would love to, but I want to keep the show nice and tight tonight. Zach Johnson, Aldana miss. Yep. Anyone miss weight so far? Any fights canceled? No fights canceled. Aldana missed weight by 3.5 pounds though. Ryan Grant, going to play Tavares as my other straight play this week besides the lock of the night. Should I play decision or play it safe money line? I think you're getting okay value at the money line as well. I'd be surprised if if Tavares finishes Hall, if Tavares finishes Akhmedov. Take a little, like I'd put more money on the money line and then take a little bit of a sprinkle on the decision if you want. Good afternoon, Freddie Freeballin. Weird behavior. I wouldn't say he scammed, as some are saying. Yeah, there's that contest thing he did where he apparently the guy that won was himself. Nobody had to pay money to enter that, right? Like nobody really lost out on that. Patty Flynn on Dustin Stubb. I hate reading into what fighters say, but he's talked looking for the sub a good few times. If the cardio gap is as big as we expect, this hits round 3. You'd imagine it's very live for sure. Yeah, especially if the takedowns come easier. I agree. Tyler Paul MMA, one of the best in the biz. Good luck tomorrow, Lock. I appreciate your love, brother. Charlie Nunn is saying, "What is Alfred's dog of the night pick?" I don't know. I got to figure out a way to do that. I've seen a lot of people do like the treat thing, right? Put fucking 2 bowls out and see which one he goes first. I don't know. Maybe if I'm talking about a certain underdog and he starts barking, we'll know. But he's chilling in his little turtle shell over there. Patty Flynn saying I'd be tempted to lay the sub plus round props for round 3 on because I'm not sure I see it happening earlier. That might be greedy though. Yeah, I'm not going to take a shot on the method of victory. I'm just going to take the round props. Frank Jordan, who's the third guest tonight, Lock? You got me guessing all kinds of crazy shit. I'll announce it really shortly. I've already announced it on Twitter, but I'll let the people on the stream know. Amadovsky's looking like a big shithouse. Who cares if Guru use fake accounts? Yeah, is what it is. Kairos in the chat saying Aldana, no. MD, hey Lock, I got a $300 parlay on Poirier, Zalgas, Griffin, and O'Malley, paying out 900. It's my lock parlay. I like it all. The Zalgas one might be a little bit of a sweat, but I like it all. Zaki, if Aldana missed, doesn't that mean she wins now? We'll see. MD, that is a solid parlay, just but makes me nervous too. I agree. Zaki saying, I called Crosswing the mystery guest last night. Do I win a prize? You do not win a prize. You win bragging rights. That's it. All right, let me just quickly scan through the rest of these so I can catch up with the live. Who the fuck is Alfred? It's my wiener dog. Maybe I'll put him onto the stream a little bit later. All right. So, let me just put up the fucking the thing here so I can add some what am I trying to say? Add some value, some production value to the stream. So tonight's ultimate weigh-in show, as I announced last night, we have Nick Kalikis from MMA Oddsbreaker. There we go. Come on. There we go. All right. Like I said, Nick Kalikis from MMA Oddsbreaker. Obviously, he's on the UFC On the Line show as well on Fight Pass with his co-host Yanni the Greek. He'll be coming on as well. And then Nick also does another show with James Krause on ESPN's channel with Brett Okamoto as well. And Nick was so kind to hook that up. I didn't even suggest it. He's the one who suggested it. He goes, "Let's go. I can get you James Krause if you're looking for a third person." I'm like, "Let's fucking do it." And he came through. I was texting a little bit with James last night, and we set everything up, and we're good to go. So normally the show happens at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tonight it's going to be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern because James is actually out at that, that High Rollers BJJ tournament, and he has a couple guys competing over there. So that show kicks off at 9 p.m. Eastern. And he had even offered, he goes, "Oh, I can do it while the event's going on too. Don't worry about that." But I'm like, I would rather you, be a little bit more tuned into the actual show and not have to worry about missing out on your guys and stuff. So he's like, yeah, if we can do 7:30, that would be much better. We're doing 7:30 to accommodate his schedule. Obviously, when a guy like James Krause is offering to come onto the show, or is accepting to come on to the show, you make those changes. So I'm excited. I got a fucking banger of a lineup. I'm super excited about it. I cannot wait. 7:30 p.m. Eastern tonight. Nick Kalikis, Yanni the Greek, and Mr. James Krause. Let's fucking go. Tonight. Tonight is the night. Oh, I accidentally paused the stream. Just make sure I didn't miss anybody weighing in. All right. There we go. All right, let's see. Lucas, loving the show with Cody propping you up. Always one of my favorite shows. Locker room in the house, asking who's getting the lunch money. No lunch money on this side, just serious money over here, brother. Armchair MMA, no offense, but when they were doing the 4-person capper podcast, I personally thought Guru was the most on point. He knows his shit. He definitely knows his shit. Elias Castaneda, who does O'Malley call out after he wins? Hopefully he calls out Ricky Simone again, but he's probably going to use that excuse like Cody was saying last night. He goes, "Oh, you had your opportunity. You missed it. You fucked up." Armchair MMA, the guy would live on an island picking the outrageous dogs and they would fucking win. Yeah. PayPal does not like Kraus. Interesting. Interesting. Armchair MMA saying I'm still a little salty about Yanni talking me off of Omaria against Tom Breeze. Yeah, that's a bad one. Marchenko, that's an all-star lineup. You got, for a big event like this, I gotta go. I gotta go big. Ryan Grant, he's proud of me. Oh, thanks, dude. I gotta find a way to keep topping myself, right? Like the last big thing that I did, I think, in terms of guest wise, was getting Helwani to do my 100th episode. But that's approaching almost a year ago now. That was fucking October of last year. So I gotta find a way to continuously top myself and keep pulling the strings as I get them. So Frank Jordan, Kraus, and Yanni, good on you, luck. That is outstanding. Those guys are awesome. Those guys are awesome. Only person missing is me. uh Andrew Marchenko, does Kraus actually have any of his fighters on tomorrow's card? I don't think he does, but I was gonna hit him up and ask him, be like, hey, do you have anybody that came by to train for a fight for this card? Um, so I want to see if there's anything that I can extract from him pre-stream that I could talk about during the stream. Was sad at you for convincing me Ige was going to put the box on Zombie, but this makes up for it. I apologize, brother. Yeah, that was a big win for Zombie, man. He really came to fucking work. Wael Agaban, I'm just happy CM Punk's lost to Jackson got overturned. Frank Jordan, I think Kraus has one fighter on tomorrow. I don't think he does. Just quickly scanning through. I don't think he does. Yeah, none of those guys are from Glory. Armchair, this should be a good card for Yanni. He picks value, and I see a lot of on this card. There are some value spots for sure. All right, I think we still have 4 people that we're waiting on, right? Jerome Rivera, Michel Pereira, Carlos Condit, and Greg Hardy. These motherfuckers are gonna make us wait the whole 2 hours until they fucking hit the scale. Freddie Freeball, hey, if you were wondering, yes, I do love Lorisenko. That would be bombastic if I could wrangle her to come on, but I don't think she's really one of the type to make predictions. That's the issue. Like there are a lot of good names out there that I could probably try to reach out to and try to get on this type of show, but how many of them actually will be down to make predictions, right? Nick and Yanni, that's what they do. They make predictions, they make bets. Kraus, like I said, he has that show on ESPN where he talks about betting and stuff. And apparently his over-unders have been absolutely killing it. So maybe that's something that we'll see and try to exploit from him here. But yeah, he makes predictions though. That's the difference. I gotta find people that make predictions. Ben, he doesn't watch the ESPN MMA's betting show that he's on. He said he's just out in Vegas, no fighters on the card. Yeah, he has like I said, he's at a High Rollers BJJ tournament, has a couple of his guys competing on there tonight. But I'm sure he's just going to the fights for fun. Andrew Marchenko, well, at least we'll have the best possible expertise about Chavanjas. Exactly. That's a fight that I feel like I can give the least confident breakdown on. So I'm glad that he'll be able to hop in and hopefully help us out. I'm hoping that he has a good eye on Dricus Duplessis. All right, looks like we got somebody coming to the scale. Carlos Condit. No, he looks good. $171 for Condit. Come on, Greg. Come on. Who else we got? It's so weird seeing Yannick with like jeans and a tucked in shirt. Like he seems like he's usually a little more hood, which he is. Like when you see him doing this for other weigh-in shows, he's a little bit more hooded out. All right. Looks like it's going to start dying down once again. Freddie Freebond, have you reached out to Cormier? Absolutely not. I'd love to get choked up by Lorisenko. You guys are crazy. James Medina is saying Hardy, O'Malley, Dustin. I'm picking against Hardy, but I like the other two. Rex Lee, who are your 4 most confident picks this weekend? I gotta say Wonder Boy, Griffin, Tavares, and Topuria. I gotta go those as my 4 most confident money line spots. I'm Sherman May. Does any worry Connor will look slow against Griffin? Griffin should be much quicker than Court McGee. Yeah, this is if Condit's expecting to come into this fight and have a Court McGee type of fight or have a Matt Brown type of fight, he's going to be sorely mistaken. It's going to be a little bit like the Matt Brown fight in terms of he's going to get taken down, but yeah, he's got to be careful. Maybe let me just turn off my camera real quick in case I get banned for this shit. In honor of James Cross being at High Rollers BJJ tonight. All right. I'm back. Armchair MMA. Does any? Oh, okay. We already did that one. That's my biggest hang up betting him. Yeah, I honestly think Griffin cruises in this fight. Dustin, Ty, Thompson, all finishes. I like it. Jimmy the Drunk in the chat. Shout out my guy. Did you see Hardy saying he can't respect any fat fighters? I heard him talking shit about Fat Lewis. He's just such a nutcase, though, Greg Hardy. I hope he loses tomorrow. I'm predicting that he loses. Again, even unbiased, I'm picking that he loses. Yeah, he's got to continuously get humbled. Walter Hoff, if you pick Dustin, you should just throw your money out the window. You understand the difference between picking and betting, right? I am picking him to win. I am not betting him to win because I am aware that it is a very close fight. Rhett Zick, you do you. I shall do me. I'm assuming that he's talking about Walter Hoff. I have plus 2,000 Hail Mary, Dustin Tavares, Yana Hardy, Wonderboy, and someone else. I forget off the top of my head. I like all of those spots. Jimmy the Drunk, he was referring to the Black Beast. Yeah, he's talking a lot of shit to him. Zach A. Griffin's getting his nose crushed in round 1 like Court. We shall see. Walter Hoff, Lockstar, Connor, Hardy, O'Malley, and Burns. No. That's all I gotta say. No. If you're picking Connor, you're not using logic. No real predictors. Picking him, only fanboys. Real predictors can pick Connor. I disagree with that question or that statement from my buddy Robot Chicken Wings. There are ways that he can win. Hardy kind of a piece of shit, always rooting against him, of course. O'Malley rounds out that parlay. Yeah, I think you're going to hit that one. Tua has been at AKA for a while. When are we going to see some takedowns? Maybe in this fight. Maybe he lets Hardy do his thing in the first round and then starts threatening with takedowns in the second round. And I think it'll be hard pun intended, for Hardy to get back to his feet with a 270-plus pound man on top of him. Andrew Marchenko, I swear to God, Pereira better not withdraw or some shit. I'm heavily invested in price on DK. Well, at least he'll have time to readjust if so. But yeah, Pereira, we definitely have to worry about, man. The guy has 54 minutes to still make weight. Who do we got left? So Condit already came in. Jerome Rivera we have left. Michel Pereira. and Greg Hardy. I think the sketchy one is Pereira. We gotta be careful about that one. PayPal Tua has not trained at AKA for some time now. He's been there, but I don't. I agree that I don't believe that he's been there at least for this camp. He used to be there in the past. He even used to be at Tiger Muay Thai, and I believe he's been doing most of this down in his native area, fucking Australia or New Zealand or whatever the fuck. Let's see if we can clarify exactly where he's been. Zoo Fitness. Where is that? Okay, it's not there anymore. Yeah, he's been doing all of his work down in New Zealand. It looks like Zoo Fitness, Penrith, West Sydney. That's where it looks like he's been doing his camp. He has Tyson Pedro. Who's this guy? Yeah. So definitely no AKA this training camp. I'd be surprised to see Bob Cook or any of those guys in his corner. Armchair unit O'Malley round 2 prop at plus 300. Not a bad spot. Sam 24 Duplessis and Jaws fight doesn't go to decision. What do you think, Locke? I just can't get a good fucking read on that fight. Like my official prediction is Giles by decision, but like Duplessis has only been finished twice, and Giles, a lot of their fights have got finished inside the distance, but I don't know, man. I'm sketched out by it. Zach, as soon as I heard about Hardy's music career and his boxing dreams, I put my house on tie. He's delusional. I haven't heard a peep about his music career. What is that all about? Armin Sohi is saying DC just said this morning on his weigh-in show that Ty's wrestling is actually really bad. Interesting. Only way he gets takedowns is this one of them trips over. I'd be surprised if DC said something like that. Like that. Wow. Interesting. Can anybody confirm that? Sam 24, I think so too, but I've been burnt on betting Jaws before. My prediction is probably Jaws' decision, though. Yep. Shui Vasa did his training in a parking lot. That's hilarious. Walter Huff, I play DraftKings. Just look up Truckley in the big contest. I'll be up top. Won't have to scroll too far. Walter's on some shit. You got a lot of a puff in your chest this morning, eh? Or this afternoon. AKA hasn't been legit in a while. None of the Sharks are training there anymore, and now it's just more of a name like Jackson Wink. Yeah, like Luke Rockhold has left. Khabib is slowly starting to take a coaching role. Like those Dagestani guys still go there, but like I think there's a couple guys in Bellator that are over at AKA doing some solid work. But yeah, like championship wise, like it used to be, it's not like it anymore. Freddie Freeball and hey, you know who is a pretty cool guy that makes prediction? Sam Alvey will make a good guess. I'm pretty sure I watched the one that he did with Clint, and yeah, that one was not good. Sam had no idea who the fuck these guys are. Zach A. Him and Junior Taffa from Glory sparring in a car park is funny. That's jokes. Ben is saying he did say it. I was going to type it up, but somebody already did. Interesting. Yeah, like you don't see him go for takedowns or try to do anything like that. So kind of makes sense. Armin Soy saying, I'll send you a video on IG. Please do send that to me. I'd love to see that. I'll give gambling addicts and Will Martin a pass for picking Connor. Will Martin's my dude. That's another guy that I got to get on my fucking Friday night show. Duplessis, Maya, McGregor. I'm picking against all of those people. Leozi, I like the look of Hugh. We have to add to the narrative, but I think there's one. But I think one is there. Going down in weight, younger guy, capacity to improve. I'm on 3 units. Yeah, it's on potential. In my opinion, it's all potential that we're betting on with him. And Good luck if you are. You should have Connor Roosh from Bloody Elbow Heavy Hands on the pod. Haven't heard of that guy, but I'll definitely take note of that. It's all fun. I just want a clean sweep to take home some money. Yeah. I'm hoping another hit of crazy. Well, it's gonna be tough to match that 500 to $18,000 parlay that hit the other week. Maybe I'll mix some Suns into some UFC bets. So yeah, looks like we got some action going on. Greg Hardy. He's such a weird character. For my football fans out there, well, let's let Greg weigh in first. 264 and a half. For my football fans out there, not a football fan myself. Before Greg Hardy's, domestic case, abuse case or whatever the fuck he did, and before all of his controversy, who would you say he was like in the NBA in terms of like how good was he? How key of a player was he to his teams? Like, was he a crazy good all star? Is there somebody in the NBA like career wise not saying that the NBA player needs to have controversy about them too, but like, is there somebody that you would compare him to in terms of what he brought to a team and his level of skill and how many times he was an all star Pro Bowl or whatever the fuck they call it? I'm curious to know that. All right, let's see what the chat is saying. Oh yeah, also we got two guys left, Michel Pereira and Jerome Rivera. Let's see how that goes. Zach A saying you don't listen to Heavy Hands. Haven't heard of it. Travis Duarte in the chat. What's going on, my brother? Appreciate you stopping by. How the hell is Rivera planning to make 125 after blowing up to 145 in his last fight? He is technically a 125er though. And he took that 145 fight on super short notice. Where is he? Jerome Rivera. I'm certain he's a 125er. His fight against Tyson Nam was at bantamweight. His contender series fight was at flyweight. So, yeah, he fought bantamweight, flyweight against Figueiredo. Then a couple weeks later, fights at featherweight against Osborne. So he's made flyweight in the past, and I think it's been more than enough time. He's been off for 6 months or 5 months. So that must have been more than enough time for him to get into a proper training camp and get back down to that weight that he used to fight at. Gary Philbrick joined late. Who has looked bad besides Albany? You mean Altana? I see. Correct it right there. Hugh looked weird. Like, I'm not saying he looked bad. He just looked weird. First time going down to 185 pounds, his body just looked weird. But yeah, I don't think anybody else looked really bad. Travis Duarte, Good Friday vibes going on into this weekend. Absolutely. Walter Hoff, Hardy better beat this trash up. Zach A, anyone who calls himself the Prince of Darkness is a weirdo. He is a very weird person. Joseph McBride, shout out to my guy Joseph McBride. If I'm not mistaken, that's my guy Fired Up MMA Capper. Hardy was a good DE. He was probably like a 90 overall in video games. Interesting. I believe DE means defensive end. I could be off. Please don't make fun of my um lack of football knowledge. Mario Burrell, the Morris twins. Okay. PSSA, Ron Artest. Greg Hardy's like a Bobby Portis. Interesting. Andrew Marchenko saying Dion Waiters. Was Waiters ever like an all-star though? I think Greg Hardy was a Pro Bowler, is not what they call it. Compared to the NBA, he was like a better Andre Drummond. Interesting. Okay. Get it. You guys are haters. Dion Waiters. Dwight Howard. Interesting. Greg Hardy equals the Morris twins. Isaac Martinez. Yeah, I get Will and Clint. Clint MMA, Lachlan and Cody are my favorite three shows. Then Will. I like Connor, Wonderman, and Giles. Yeah, maybe I'll line up Clint and Cody on an episode together. Again, I've been doing the show since about February, and I wanted to just get through everybody at least once before I start repeating guests, and then I'll start mixing it up and putting people with different people. So yeah, I'll put Clint and Cody together just for you, Isaac, just for you. Not sure when, but I'll make sure to line them up. Travis Duarte, mediocre player. Dion Waiters is a bum compared to Hardy. Come on. What's the prediction I didn't see from McGregor versus Poirier? I'm taking Poirier, but I'm not betting on it. It's just it's a tough fight to truly call. Zake, he was rotation guy with anger characteristics, nothing special, just big and athletic. Interesting. Joseph McBride, Hardy had a 15 sack season before the incidents. He was very good. What is the average amount of sacks per season? Royal Cortez is saying Birdman from the NBA. He had 2 10-sack seasons. Interesting. Oh my God, why does the UFC think we want to hear this gorgeous prop talk more than the other guys on the panel? Some version. Are you watching the live UFC show? I'm not watching that. I'm on that MMA junkie stream. Exactly. Saying you can tell from the comments who actually watches ball. Isaac Martinez saying NBA's version of Lou Williams. Interesting. Nicholas asking for the Poirier McGregor prediction. I'm taking Poirier by 4th round TKO. Gary Philbrick would compare Hardy to Jimmy Butler. Was good, but not a superstar good. Okay, I got it. Robot Chicken Wings. Heavy Hands is good. Lock over everybody, though. Appreciate the love, my guy. Maybe I'll give it I just have barely any time to listen to stuff. And when I listen to stuff, I'm not listening to much MMA stuff. I'm listening to like comedy shit. There are a couple MMA things that I listen to, but like very seldom because my life is already engulfed in MMA. Like I seek out interviews, and that's all I really need to hear about it. I'd rather just listen to comedy shit that's just gonna take my mind off it and just laugh and fucking talk some shit. I'm just gonna scroll through these so I can get back to the live because you guys are absolutely killing it. Royal Cortez had a good betting weekend with Cody on your Friday night show. Nice. Zach A saying check out MMA Vivid section on the Bloody Elbows YouTube channel. Haven't heard of that either. Average for a starter is around 6. Interesting. 10 sacks is what they call very good. Like DEs who get 10 sacks per season get paid. Interesting. Travis Duarte, could we get your picks from top to bottom of the winners of tomorrow's event? Sure. I'm taking Yao Zong. I'm taking Zhumagulov, but I might sprinkle a little bit of Rivera by decision. Tavares. I got Jessica I got Trevin Giles, Ilya Topuria, Michelle Pereira, Max Griffin, Sean O'Malley, Yana Kunitskaya, Tai Tuivasa, Wonderboy Thompson, and Dustin Poirier. Poirier. Justin McBride, what type of comedy do you like? Just curious, not MMA related. Like the main podcast that I listen to is Bad Friends by Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee. I'll listen to Two Bears, One Caves, Tom Segura, Bert Kreischer. I'll listen to. I don't mind Fighter and the Kid now that Brian Callen's back. So I'm watching. Listen to that again. King of the Sting is fucking great with Theo Vaughn and Schaub, obviously. Um, Congratulations, Crystalia. Like, there's a good chunk of podcasts I listen to. Rogan every now and then, depending on the guest. I'll listen to Flagrant 2 as well. I got Tiger Belly. That's Bobby Lee's podcast. Every now and then, depending on the guest, I'll listen to that. I listen to Good For You by Whitney Cummings only if she has guests that I know. Anakin Florian podcast. That's one of the very few, if not the only, MMA related podcast I'll listen to. I listen to Office Ladies because I'm a big Office fan and they're just running to the show again. So I'm watching it along with the podcast. And then lastly, Armchair Expert, Dax Shepard. I'll listen to his show whenever he has anybody that's on. Oh, and lastly, Whiskey Ginger, which is Andrew Santino's solo podcast. That's my type of comedy. Zach Ayer, look at that. First one I said, Bobby Lee, Andrew Santino, Bad Friends. That's my favorite podcast, easily. Easily my favorite podcast. John Rivera ain't going to make it. Fight will most likely be off. Mark my words. Interesting. %30 fine for Aldana, and the fight will go on. All right. Just some McBride starting on my lunch break, so I'm probably blowing up the chat. I'll relax, but it's all good, brother. Ben saying, I sent you a DM lock with the video of DC talking about Ty. Okay, cool. Los Laugh and MMA. Listen to the new King and the Sting. Yeah, I haven't listened to that episode yet, but I believe they have John Anik on it, right? Brandon Qualkenbush, we get a lock of the night PRP. I'll probably drop one for you guys tomorrow on the fight day live chat, 1 p.m. Eastern. Travis Duarte, got you, my brother. Raul Cortez named all the podcasts I listen to. That's good. I'm glad that you have good taste in podcasts. I'd have a hard time putting money on I. She looks like her weight cut is awful every time, and she's worth the shit in round 3. She actually looked like she had a great weight cut this time around. So, yeah, that kind of dispels that issue that you have there. Andrew Marchenko, come on, lock. Don't tell me you are watching Schwab podcasts. I don't mind him as much as other people do. I really don't mind him. And again, when he's with guys that are like very funny, Brian Callen, Theo Vaughn, I love it. They bring out the best of the shows, and Schaub vibes well with them. All right. I forgot who just said that Rivera is going to miss weight. He's stepping on the scale now. He looks fucking sucked out. But 125 and a half. Like his mannerisms and his body movement and stuff, he looks good to go. But I'm just saying, he looks like he has negative body fat, is what I mean. All right. All we got left is Michel Pereira. He's got 36 minutes. Pippa saying no DFS by the numbers. You're saying I don't listen to his podcast? I don't really listen to other guys' podcasts within the space. Like, if there are some fights that I kind of want to hear about after the fact, after I've done my breakdowns and all that type of stuff, and just want to hear what other people's thoughts are, I'll listen to a couple of the guys, but I don't listen to full podcasts or anything like that, or streams from other guys. Like, I hate to say, I don't have the time. I really don't have the time to listen to that other stuff. Andrew Marchenko down to find 30% of our prayers. Cam L in the chat. What's going on, my brother? Armchair MMA Aldana had that south of the border previously Brazilian win, tactically missing weight against the grappler. We'll see. Michel Pereira. Let's see if he makes it. He's like flexing already. All right. He made the weight. He looks okay. Doesn't look like he's trained or anything like that. All right. That's a wrap on the weigh-ins. All right. Only one miss on the card. Adene Aldana misses the mark by 3.5 pounds. Otherwise, everybody looks decent on the scale. No big issues. But yeah, I like it. Sake saying Shaw, pound for pound, worst MMA personality of all time. Dude is a complete turd. Again, when he's with a good group of people, I don't mind it. I won't listen to him for his MMA takes. I'm not a big fan of his MMA takes, but again, when he's just shooting the shit with some of the guests and other co-hosts, I enjoy it. I don't mind it. Isaac Martinez, haven't seen today's weigh-ins at work. Trying to sneak in some of your advice real quick. No worries, brother. But yeah, Jessica, I weighed in. She looked phenomenal. She looked in really good shape. Ben, it's short, like 20 seconds. I'm done with Schaub after he said on King of the Sting that if Conor gets the win over Dustin, it'll be the biggest win in MMA history ever. Yeah. Again, I don't take shit like that too seriously. Says something stupid. The guy talks for fucking hours and hours a week. He's gonna say something stupid eventually. But yeah, I'm fine. I just overlooked that shit. Thomas, yes, Rivera did make weight. Brandon is saying, if you don't mind, could you discuss a few of the most likely outcomes for Tuivasa already? I'm thinking Tuivasa round 2 or round 3 KO. John Hess in the chat. What's good luck? How's it hanging, brother? Appreciate you stopping by. Joseph McBride Pereira has missed before and is huge. We'll be interested to see how he looks. Looks good to me. John Hess, who's on the Ultimate Weigh-In Show, announced it earlier. We got Nick Kalikas and Yanni the Greek from the On the Line show from UFC Fight Pass, as well as another co-host of Nick Kalikas on the ESPN's betting channel, James Krause. James Krause is going to be joining us tonight as well. Again, it's special start time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, rather than the 9 o'clock Eastern. We're going to be doing 7:30 tonight. Once again, me, Nick Kalikas, Yanni the Greek, James Krause, breaking down UFC 264 for you guys one last time. Interested to hear Krause's thoughts on a couple of these matchups, especially the Giles fight as well. Damn, I definitely didn't expect him to make weight and look somewhat solid. Maybe I'll reduce my ownership of on Zalgas on DK. Yeah, I think that's going to be a close fight. Raul Cortez, lunch break is over. Back to work. Thanks for the weekly content. Lock the night. Good luck to everybody this weekend. Appreciate you stopping by. A lot of you guys are stopping by. We got a hater. Hater. Where all my haters? Love all my haters. John saying I was wrong. Looks solid. Yeah. NVMM. Yeah, Aldana missed by 3.5 pounds. She didn't look good. Zach, anybody here ever watch Schaub's stand-up special? Talk about Dudu. Yeah, I saw it. It really wasn't that great. It was too early for him to be doing a special. There's someone, Becky, saying Connor bringing in Dustin's wife and the fans just love it. Yeah, it's so weird. Ryan Alverson, is Yana a better bet now that Aldana missed weight? It could only be good, especially with how bad Aldana looked on the scale there. Isaac Martinez job is good on the Fight Companion show. Missed that show. He's doing his own now. He's starting his own this weekend. It's going to be him. If you guys heard of Zoo Culture, it's like a famous fitness IG gym. That guy Cody Garbrandt's going to be on it, and Josh Thompson. So should be some interesting ones this morning or this weekend. Sorry. Appreciate you stopping by, Mo and Becky. Never mind. MMA, damn, bro. Killing it with the guests. Yes, sir. Should be a fun time tonight. Ryan Alverson saying impressive being able to rally those three for a show. That's sick. Yeah. I really got to thank Kalikas, though. Kalikas is the one that got James Krause for me. Me and Kalikas been cool for a couple of years now. DMing every now and then. But when I asked him to come on the show with Yanni and I told him I'm looking for one more guy, he fucking did the work, man. He got me Krause, and I couldn't be more thankful. John Hess, let's go. It'd be great to see Krause on your hell fucking yeah. I never liked Schnapp for stitching on Reddit MMA stream. Yeah, that's the James Krause. Exactly. Joseph McBride, how can you have haters? You're one of the nicest guys in the community. I feel like I don't know, Joseph. I have that one beef with that one fucking scumbag criminal record having motherfucker. Maybe him and his goons, but yeah, I'm a nicer guy. PayPal MMA, Dustin White shouldn't be trying to DM Connor. Again, I'd love to see the message. Like there is no message there unless she deleted it or something, but yeah, weird. Travis Duarte, what fights you think finished inside the distance? I think obviously the main event. I think Wonder Boy knocks out Burns late in this fight. I think Tuivasa knocks out Hardy. O'Malley, obviously, quick knockout there. Yeah, that's really about it. Everything else I almost seemed to go into a decision. Johan Ives saying, don't mind the haters, buddy. No life, exactly. My life is too good right now. It's too good right now. I don't give a fuck about the haters. My life is too good right now. Ali Hamoud is saying, is the Aldana fight canceled? No, it is not. She just gives up 30% of her purse and the fight is still on. Your best bets official. Appreciate you stopping by, brother. Hope all is well and best of luck tomorrow. You as well. Never mind. M is saying, damn, you just named two of the most unlikable people in the MMA space. Schaub and Thompson couldn't pay me to listen to that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Thompson personally, but I'm interested to see, them all boozed and juiced up and Cody Garbrandt on that show too. That Bradley Martin guy is not too bad. But we'll see how that goes. Zach A. Kraus is a goat. Thanks again, my G. No worries, man. I can't wait. Joseph McBride, I can guarantee she DM'd him about the charity money and Connor's just using it to hype the fight. I agree. Bro, my channel 22 subscribers and I had haters. Just some people are, trust me. It only gets worse the bigger that you get, I promise. PayPal Money DFS. I got a message request from Diego Sanchez once. True story. It was probably Fabia responding to me shitting on him. Probably. Joseph McBride, do you think Aldana missing weight helps or hurts her? I definitely think like this one hurts her. If you saw her on the scale, she did not look good. It didn't look like one of those, I'm going to use this weight for my advantage type of looks. It was definitely was one of those. All right. That's a wrap. Like we said, the weigh-ins are a wrap. I think ceremonial weigh-ins go down around 5 o'clock. So yeah, my only stream for the night. Well, actually, I'm actually going to be on Z's stream. If you guys know Z's MMA, that's my guy right there. I'm going to be going on his stream around 6 o'clock today, talking about a couple fights, and also one of my bigger bets where he actually has the other opposite side. So we'll have a little bit of a debate regarding that matchup. And then 7:30 p.m. Eastern, like I said, the Ultimate Wayne Show. James motherfucking Krause coming to the stream, along with OG Nick Kalikis and that Badman Yanni the Greek, joining me as always. So 7:30 p.m. Eastern. I'll see you guys tonight. Sorry, let me just answer these last couple questions. Sorry if you answered this, but how do you see Chimaev versus Jing Liang going? Off the top of my head, I think that Chimaev just takes him down, no issues. Just off the top of my head, I don't think he'll have much issues with Jing Liang, but I'll have to taper it a little bit more. Can we get Fabi on the show just for laughs? That would be horrible. Have a good night, brother. I'll be back for your show tonight. Back to work. Yes, sir. Let's do it. Zach Casing. Z's on Condit. He's smart. Is he? We'll find out. All right. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. If you haven't liked, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I'll see you guys tonight.